What's going on, fuck boys? How you doing?
That's copyright. We can't use that.
Even though it was on our own show.
That's copyright Pat Pat. Want to play a little Pat and Go?
Pat and Go on the show.
When people call shit Pat and Go. How we think, man? Still Pat and Go.
Are you ready to do Pat and Go on the show?
I say we just show up and shut the hell up.
We're going to show our face because it's showtime.
What were we just saying? Na 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 na.
We're really going here, though.
Shake redemption. Yeah, I know. I just don't give a fuck.
We'll do it one more time.
Oh, God. I love that surge of volume. Excuse me. Are we on?
Good evening, James. It's Joy once again at the top of the hour. What is going on in the world of espresso headlines here on the 26th day of February?
So, as you know, this past week, I was flying to Vegas via a good old Airbus.
Viva, am I right?
Viva La Vegas or whatever the fuck. Excuse me. But I was on a good old Airbus, but TSA gave me a little fuss.
I
Yes.
hate those sons of guns.
They went through my bag and said, this can't go on there.
What was it, James?
I looked, and they were holding a jar of peanut butter in the air.
That's some monkey business, am I right?
Some crunchy monkey. But hold on. This story from an Egyptian airline does not compare. After a long flight, a lady opened her suitcase to find a snake in her shoe.
Oh, snakes or spiders? They're both awful. Oh.
I mean, you can't get a gun on a plane, but a goddamn snake? What is this?
Samuel L. Jackson would not
Boo-hoo.
be happy.
Boo. Yeah, what is it? Snakes on a plane too?
Get the mama snakes on the mama plane.
Call the American whatever credit card guy. God, that voice rattles my brain. So does that snake. I don't even
continue,
know.
James. I'm on the edge of my seat.
That's actually it.
Okay, a real cliffhanger. One could say there, but no peanut butter in the air?
Oh, no. Couldn't fly with good old PB. If you're going to fly with BP, you got to have some PB.
I see what you did there. Just a little flipperoo.
Jeff. Right. Whatever.
Size, speed, strength, agility is quite the combination for a pro football player. Yeah. And college kids will get to put their skills to the test this week in Indy for the NFL Combine. It's a 4-day job interview for a dream job. Will they have the resume to impress employers? Or will the smallest of heirs toss their name out of the potential hire pool? Combine coverage starts at 11.
The potential what? One more time? Huh? Yeah.
I believe it is the hire pool.
Like a swimming?
It's essentially just one big game of categories. And, if your name's not called, then you're out. So
Yeah, out of the pool.
Out of the pool. Yep. All right, Shot 57. Big show.
Shawshank Redemption.
How was Vegas? What's going on? What's with the lowdown there?
Dude, I'm the worst person to go to Vegas, I think.
How often were you performing and doing stuff?
I performed. There's a show each night, and I was on Tuesday. There are 8 comedians every night.
Yeah.
And 2 advance. Didn't advance because it was stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody did good. Like, I did well. But it was
Got some laughs. Weren't any silent.
Yeah, the shows were killer.
Yeah. People were ready to go.
I mean,
ready to go in there and have a good time.
I've never been in like such a. Everybody was good. Usually, you go to a comedy show. There's like with a bunch of comedians. Like there's like 2 that aren't good.
Yeah.
But no, there were some bangers.
Cool.
Yeah,
So what else comes from it? Is just it was there. Film it.
Yeah, it's a good set. I mean, it was just like this festival. There's like a main event, and then there's like satellite festivals everywhere.
Like satellite camps.
Yeah,
Jim Harbaugh style.
there's one like in Egypt. No, but there's one in Vegas, and they invited me, and I got top whatever, and I was like, I'm going.
Yeah, no. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how it went.
Yeah, that's
I've
how
really
it went
talked
down.
since then. It was good.
It was good.
Yeah. Vegas? Do you like Vegas?
Dude. I'm the worst person to go to Vegas with.
Why?
Because I don't gamble.
Yeah, I don't really either. Well, there's more stuff to do out there, surprisingly.
I didn't really go at the right time for Vegas. It was kind of cold. But I
Yeah.
mean, the stuff they do for advertising in Vegas is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Smack you right in the head with it.
Like, if someone's performing at a hotel, they put like a sticker the size of the hotel on the hotel for like the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, you know how they do that to the hotel?
Marriott?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put like a big race car on there for the whole month. They do that for like a day.
Just for one
The
person.
Beatles tribute. There's a Michael Jackson tribute.
The biggest fathead ever, just smacked up on a hotel.
How weird. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. But how weird is a Michael Jackson tribute concert that people are like lining up for? I wouldn't. Could you ever go to that?
No.
It's not him.
No. Hey, do you know? Like, to the people online.
How would you ever be down with that?
Because a lot of these people they've dedicated their life to impersonating these people.
What a bitch. Wouldn't
So
you feel kind of...
It's like you're making it off of somebody else's coattails, somebody else's work.
I mean, 100% same shit.
Yeah.
Same moves, same songs, same everything, same look. Like after the show, what do you think do you think he just acts like Michael Jackson the whole day?
Yeah, like if there's a meet and greet with this guy. Right, so people are they excited? They're not excited to meet this guy. They're excited to meet, I guess, the closest version of
Is
a
there a
Michael
meet and
Jackson
greet?
to them.
Dude, there's a lot of that shit out there. There's like Elvis is so popular in Las
Yeah,
Vegas,
man.
dude. I don't understand the appeal of Elvis at all.
Vegas should have left Elvis in the 15 years ago. They should have just dropped him. Move
Dude,
on to somebody
Elvis.
else. Like
Elvis, though.
plenty enough people have died from that point that they could use somebody else besides Elvis.
So much Elvis shit going on. What was
People make careers off of that too.
What was it? Yeah, there's like so many Elvis
It's
shops.
like a side hustle. Guys like going out on the street and like
Those sideburns, man.
yeah.
Brushing sideburns. Dude, how about how hype were you to get sideburns in high school? How whack is
I
that?
never really got sideburns, dude.
Yeah, but like, you know, and how I just remember like everybody like freshman year was like, all right, sideburns time.
Sideburns it is. Do you want to level those off or do you want to just let them grow?
Keep
Let
'em!
'em grow.
Dude, this barber cut my sideburns once and I didn't like tell him to. I got so hot in the barber chair. You ever get hot in the barber chair?
It's just like when you hit a pothole, face
the
starts
most
getting warm.
uncomfortable feeling of all time. Like he's just fucking it up. He's fucking it up. He's fucking it up.
And you can't move.
Nothing you can do about it. And even if you try to explain to him, it's too far
over.
gone.
Yeah. You just got to let it happen. 3 weeks later, come back and be like, okay.
That rough,
Try a
that
different
rough
barber.
haircut though.
Yeah. That's one of my biggest fears. Like I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about, man, if I don't have a good hair day on my wedding day,
Good hair days are
that's
so real.
bad. I'm gonna be freaking out. I guess that's just like what a normal chick goes through on a day-to-day basis, kind of.
Man,
But dude, on the wedding day, like I can't just back out and wear a hat.
it's 50-50. You never know. You can't predict a good hair day. You can't do anything to prepare for a good or bad hair day.
I have to get a haircut like 2 days before the wedding. That way, the next day I can kind of mess around with it, test it out.
Is that your hair day? 2 days after
2
the
days
cut?
after is probably pretty good.
Like
a day after,
100% good hair day chance.
a day after is too risky because you get out and you're like, okay, I don't really know what this is yet. When you're walking to your car,
You don't know yet.
it hasn't formed into what it's gonna be yet. The next day, once you get out of the shower, mess with it a little bit, you're like, did they mess it up, or is this something that I'm hyped about? Even if they feel like they can mess it up, still the second day you're like, okay.
you're like, they killed this.
Right.
Every time you get a good haircut, you go, this might be the best haircut I've ever had.
I need my hair to look.
Such a knee jerk, dude.
I'm gonna go back to the barbershop every 2 weeks to make sure my hair looks just like this, and it never does. You never do.
They can't cut it the same way ever.
No,
that's the shitty part. Like people are like, I go to the barber every 2 weeks, dude.
That only works when you're doing it like a lineup, dude. And even then, I'm sure it's not the same, but still,
it's never the same.
Yeah, but it's easier to have a lineup to where you're just getting a buzz, like
short
lining
hair.
it up, short hair. When you have like a haircut and you're trying to, just pull it over,
just
there.
drive it
home,
dude. Brushing sideburns.
Yeah, that's when it's hard.
I hate Elvis.
Me too, dude.
What? How can I don't even know anybody's parents that liked Elvis.
I do.
Do you like Blue Christmas?
Got him. You did get me, man.
Ooh.
That's like an impression that everybody loves to try to do.
That one right there.
And Elvis.
That sexy clearing of the throat.
Yeah, because the beginning of it, he's not singing. He's just going. It's just his version of just.
That's what I'm gonna do. Like when I'm in an office, next time in the office, I'm gonna be like, "Excuse me."
Christmas time, it works out
Excuse me.
perfectly.
What are you doing? I'm like, just clearing my throat. I've got a cold. What a fucking guy. What was he wearing? What UFO suit was Elvis always wearing?
No, we just been trained to think
Elvis was wearing the fucking white Power Ranger suit at all times.
We've been made to think it was a UFO suit because now you see it in Vegas and it's always with some messed up alien or some shit like that.
Why is Elvis always with an alien, dude?
Yeah. But really, that's just how it was. It's just a style.
I hate Elvis. Dun, 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 dun. I hate Elvis. Dun, 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 dun. I want to dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know any of the other words to that song.
What song is that?
I want candy.
Oh, Elvis's candy ass.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Elvis.
I sent you Wesley Matthews for the Pacers, the newest Pacer.
Mm-hmm.
Picked him up around the trade deadline.
Yeah.
He's a big coffee drinker. Like drinks coffee
Who's
before.
not?
Well, he drinks coffee before the games.
They're going to ban it soon.
Why?
In the NBA?
Because it's dangerous.
Is it?
I read in the article, some doctor was like, if any of the players have heart conditions and they have too much coffee before they
That's
go
like
out on the
anything,
court.
though. If you have a heart condition, you fucking look at a light bulb for too long.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I don't know. It seems like performance enhancing. That whole article, I was like, shh, no, shh.
Performance
stop.
enhancing. Just because it gives you a little extra boost.
Yeah. It seems like they'd be like, no, can't do that.
It did seem really relaxing, though. He said that before the game, he gets into, like the warm tub, the hot tub, pops in a coffee, he's just sitting there soaking and drinking some coffee, man. I was like, God.
Didn't that article make you want coffee?
Yeah, I went right afterwards.
To where?
Just the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Work coffee.
Break area?
Yeah.
Work coffee is just a different kind of coffee.
Mm-hmm. But, they said it was really popular, but I was like, man, I want to do that before the show. Get a little soak.
Oh, a soak. You're not even talking about the coffee. You're just talking about the fucking bath.
Well, think about sitting in the hot tub and you're drinking some coffee.
You just want to take a bath?
That's like the ultimate comfort relaxation. Because coffee, whenever I'm like wanting to just feel like coffee's just a comfort thing. It's replaced food. You know what I mean? When you're like, just snack on some shit. I'm like, just warm up some coffee.
It is.
Like Monday night I was over at my aunt and uncle's house. Warmed up some coffee. Like 8 o'clock.
Warmed up coffee.
No, I didn't warm it up, but like
made some.
Got a pot going. It was 8 o'clock. I was like,
8 p.m.
Nice, yeah.
So it doesn't affect you when you sleep or anything. Like I can't have coffee after sex.
No, little bitch, dude.
I can drink a pot of coffee and.
Yeah. Hey, wear black when it's super hot out and drink coffee past 8 o'clock. Don't be a little bitch.
Serious? We should have a commandment. Like
an espresso commandment.
Espresso commandments.
Yeah, I like that.
Black when it's hot? Duh.
Yeah.
That makes it better.
For sure.
Aren't you hot when people say that? Yeah, I'm going to be hot no matter what. I don't care if I'm wearing a black fucking dry fit shirt.
Yeah.
Aren't you hot? Teams with black jerseys. God, that had to be so hot out there. No, they're just fucking a tiny bit warmer than every other team.
Every football team or school in Florida, when it's August or September, well, we're going to put the road team in the black, so it gives us a little bit of an advantage. Like we're coming to Florida and we're like, oh, well, it's not going to be that hot this year. We're wearing black. We are so fucked.
Yeah, coffee after 6. That's every day.
It's just a comfort thing. It really is.
Yeah, but Vegas. A lot of Elvis. I had a hotel to myself.
The whole thing?
Whole room. The whole hotel. I just screamed down the
BP
hallways
Paradise.
every night. Just throwing my trash in the hallways.
Just running, just sprinting back and forth in the hallways.
Slipping on bananas.
Dude, isn't it weird when you're in a hotel, how like running down the hallway is such a thrill, kinda, and you feel like you're going faster, but you're also making so much noise.
Running down a hotel hallway?
Yeah.
Dude, people in hotels are so loud.
Yeah.
I never noticed that. I thought that'd be like the number one thing of a hotel is like you can't hear shit going on. I was listening to a video on my phone. I was watching a video on my phone, and somebody knocked on my door, and they're like, hey, man, we got a noise complaint in here.
What?
And I was like, oh, man, I'm literally not doing shit. Like, I'm like,
just me.
You might think, but
Yeah.
like, no, I'm honest. I was like, look at my, like, no. And then like, I was just like, that was weird. That must be the next room or something. And I kept watching this video, and they, hey, man, yeah. We got a noise complaint. It's coming from in here.
How quick were they?
I was like,
do they have somebody on every floor, like taking complaints? I mean, how do they?
I might have been watching the video for 4 minutes, and they're like, "Yeah, man." Like,
how do you watch TV then if your phone's picking up that shit?
The TV was louder than my phone. I was literally like watching a stupid like Twitter video on my phone, and nah, man. Like, you got some headphones or something? I was like, what?
Headphones in my hotel room?
This is a room, right? Like, this is a room I paid for, and I gotta. Are we on a fucking plane?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Dude, it freaked me out. I was like, what else can they hear? Can they hear me think? Like, like, damn, every single thing in there.
How was walking for you?
Thank God I brought the right shoes.
Yeah.
That's like the oldest guy thing to say, kind of. I brought the wrong shoes. I brought like Jordans to Florida one time when I went.
Yeah.
Fucked my feet up. I think they're still fucked up from that.
Dude, when I went to Vegas,
you like really need walking shoes. I needed like a cane.
I was at a conference, dude. I was at a conference, and so I was wearing dress shoes. And one day we had time to kill. We finished early, and we went walking around Vegas. I swear, by the time we got back on the trolley thing to go back to the hotel,
cut them off.
Yeah, I was like crawling, man. It was terrible.
Prom girl,
biggest blisters. Like, yeah, I think I took them off.
Prom girl carried me.
I literally took them off.
Put sandals on, started doing the fucking electric slide.
I was just walking around Vegas in dress socks. I didn't give a shit. It was off.
Man, how comfortable are dress socks? I think they do that on purpose to offset the dress shoe.
Because a dress shoe is just the worst thing ever.
Dress shoes. Like, how ugly, how uncomfortable. Come on.
How have we not have a president yet who wears like some
normal
Jordans
shit? I can't wait for that trend to break.
Like, there's no way that those guys have to wear dress shoes every single day. Or that we should expect them to wear dress shoes every single day.
What do you think they do when they get home? Like, what do they really wear? You think presidents just wear robes all day?
Hell no, dude. They're
like, when they're at home, do you think
they're never not?
Do you think presidents really do shit? I think they're just spokesmen for everybody else doing shit.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're a figurehead, but I mean, they wear suits all day. Every day.
How annoying to put on and take off a suit just once.
Think about when it's like 10:30 and everybody else in the normal life has been, probably either asleep or has been off work for like 5 hours, but a president's like in the Oval Office with just now taking his suit jacket off, like rolling up his sleeves because it's his time to relax. Like, rolling up your sleeves is your time to relax.
You know what it is?
That's wild.
It's the belt that does it for me. God. The belt.
Yeah.
The pants are kind of flexible. The shirt, man.
It's the shoes.
Do something with the fucking... It's always untucked.
It's the shoes, and it's when a shirt isn't tailored to fit your body right. When you're wearing a huge dress shirt, that beyond me, man. I mean, I can't even put into words how uncomfortable that is.
To get it tailored too, and sometimes they do it too tight, or it's just dress clothes are a mess, dude. Taking it off once is like, it's actually exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to put this on.
Because you got to hang up everything the right way. You can't just stuff it away. You know, you can't just throw it on the ground. You can't put it into a clothes hamper. Like, you got to hang your shirt up. You got to hang the pants up the right way. You got to put the tie on the rack.
You got to wine and dine your suit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've been watching a lot of The West Wing, and that's all it is just people 24 hours just constantly in suits, dude. I mean, it's unreal.
I think that's got to change soon. Suits?
No, there's specific things that you need, different jobs. It's just like, sorry, you picked it. Part of it.
Cop uniform. Do they have to wear the cowboy hat?
Like sheriffs? Yeah.
What is this? The Wild Wild West?
Why can't you just wear a bigger badge?
Are we going to have a quick draw real quick outside Steak and Shake? Not even the badge is like, is this Looney Tunes?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, the badge is at least not a flat brimmed hat that you can't get you can't get into a car with while you're wearing it.
Give me a break. In the fucking tightest haircut ever. Sir? Excuse me, sir? Walking over there with that cop walk. All stiff.
Hands in their belt. Like hands holding their belt.
They're always jiggling some keys, too, by their belt loop.
Well, ma'am, we're going to take a look at it. And I can assure you that everything is under control. Okay, we can all be cops. No, I'm just kidding. Cops are cool. Cops are great. Just change the hats.
Firemen, too.
Did you see the Trailblazers got stuck on an elevator for 30 minutes together?
The whole team?
I think so.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
not that many guys. Good to go. Yeah, but they had to do it where it was like halfway up, and they finally got the doors to open up, so they had to like climb out.
It's
like
because they were too heavy or something?
I don't know. I think it was just like a malfunction in the elevator. You ever been stuck in an elevator?
Yes.
Yeah? Were you by yourself?
It was ridiculous, yes. I was like, there's no way this really happened to me.
What'd you do?
Thank God there was no one else in there, though.
Is that like the worst fear? That's got to be a worse fear, is being by yourself in an elevator and having it get stuck.
Every time I'm in an elevator, I'm like, how's this not going to snap or break or what? But
I mean,
it just seems like there's so many things that can go wrong with an elevator. And that scene on Mission Impossible. You remember that?
Dude, I try to stay away from Mission Impossibles. I try to stay away from Final Destinations because then that's just going to cloud my head with... I wouldn't be able to leave the house because I'm like, well, I'm going to die.
Mission Impossible, though? That's like a secret agent movie.
Yeah, but there's always crazy shit happening like that where you're like...
Those are my movies.
Is that one? That's the song, right?
It just has Tom Cruise's little ass in it with shaggy hair.
Yeah.
Like, imagine him as like a real secret agent, his ass.
People would be like, okay,
why are you climbing on the building, Tom?
Why are you 4'9",
Tom Cruise. What a name.
It's definitely fake.
I love fake names.
That's definitely not his name.
Who's picking the fake names around here? I want to know who the... Like
what's that process
Is that a job? Like, I want to see all the like little like... out of certificates where people try to change their name. I want to see like all the attempts.
Well, we lucked out because our natural born names I think are pretty solid.
Yeah.
You know, so there's people out there that holy cow, like Jennifer Aniston. That's not her real name. Her last name's like Nikostakis or something like that. Yeah.
Aniston.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought that was a real name. Aniston.
Yeah.
That's a good job. Whoever the fake name agent. Who's the fake name agent? I want to be that.
I don't know, man.
Why not me?
That kid, the coldest that you tweeted about.
The coldest.
That is some good marketing by those parents. Like they were thinking ahead. They were visionaries.
He's probably 17. So that was 17 years ago. The coldest.
Yeah.
He gonna be the coldest motherfucker ever.
Exactly.
The coldest. The wide receiver on Texas, Lil Jordan.
That's crazy.
Dude,
That's his...
Little rapper names weren't even hot. Like
The
17,
funniest...
I guess they were.
The funniest thing is
the
hearing...
funniest? This motherfucker's going to be a comedian.
Dakota said the funniest thing is hearing like Sean McDonough announce a Texas game. Oh, they throw it downfield to Lil Jordan. What's his last name? Humphrey?
Yeah.
Lil Jordan Humphrey. Like, it's so funny hearing him say it, dude. Gus Johnson's the only dude that should be able to broadcast their games.
I wouldn't think he was black if he wasn't black. You know what I mean? When you hear Gus Johnson, did you think?
I can't remember because it was so long ago.
I always think that's weird when I'm like, oh my God, that guy's white? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That guy's Asian?
Yeah. Especially with voices.
A lot of that happened in Vegas too.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, sir. He'd be like, how do you talk? I'm like, oh my God, I thought you were just a white guy. Dude, I didn't see one prostitute in Vegas. When I imagined Vegas before going there, I was like, there's going to be huge lines, just waterfalls, fireworks, hookers,
prostitutes everywhere.
People trying to sell me drugs like everywhere I turn, nothing. I was like, am I in Minneapolis?
See, they're doing a good job then, flying under the radar.
Really good ass job.
Yeah.
I was drinking so much damn coffee. Oh my God.
Do they have good spots out there or what?
It's all just hotel bullshit. There's so many Starbucks. That's half of Las Vegas is Starbucks.
Yeah, they're like a block apart, but really their blocks out there are like 3 miles. So you're like, well, we don't need to stop here. We can go to the next one. And you're like halfway there. Holy shit, we should have stopped at the last one.
Walking my ass off.
Oh, man.
Yeah, names though?
The coldest. And I saw it's not even... It's like DECOLDEST, lowercase, the whole thing. It's not capital D, lowercase e, capital C.
Right. Yeah,
it's just the coldest.
Nothing better than that. Rename everything I know. Restructure my vocabulary.
Oh, Lil Jordan Humphrey. That's that. I miss that about some college football Saturdays.
Hot names.
Sean McDonough pronouncing some hot names that he has no business talking about.
My fave.
I saw a Florida cop got suspended because he got caught on camera inside his car. There's these shoplifters that he picked up at Walmart, and they were getting it on in the back seat, and he put on Barry White. He put on a Barry White song. It was just like, he wouldn't do anything about it.
Was he wearing a fucking cowboy hat?
No. If he was, you wouldn't have been able to see him in the back doing that, but...
He didn't know there's a camera in his car?
I don't know. He just threw it on. It was like, never gonna give you up.
What were they doing? Were they just like kissing each other?
They were making out pretty hardcore. Maybe some, hands below the belt action. To think about doing that in a cop car, though.
He must have been a long-time cop, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be a 90-year-old fat, like, actual donut cop to do that. Actual. How come cops are only eating donuts with pink frosting?
Yeah.
How come cops and donuts are such a thing?
That's if you had to do one of those tests where they showed you an image and it was a cop, donut would be the first thing probably that came to my mind.
All they do is eat donuts and watch YouTube.
And drink coffee. You remember that part in Home Alone? Have you seen Home Alone?
No.
God.
I mean, but I can probably figure it out by everyone talking about it my whole life.
No, it's one of those. It's one of the Santa Claus clinking of the hot fudge.
Yeah, not gonna figure that one out.
Yeah, but whenever you get to watch Home Alone, if you ever do, there's a cop scene with a donut, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
I hate Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah,
I hate that name.
It's a lot, but I hate it because
it's the same name twice.
I hate it because people are always like, I feel like I got thrown in that when I was a little kid because I had blonde hair and I was pale and I had like kind of shaggy hair like that.
You were him.
Yeah. So I don't like that as well.
Ew. That name and that kid. See, that kid was so ugly and pissed me off so much. That's why I didn't watch Home Alone. There's a lot of those things about movies that I'm just like, I haven't seen it. But in deep down, I'm like, fuck that movie.
And you always, when he'd like look at the camera and do that like,
ew,
eyebrow
man.
raise.
I didn't like that dude at all.
Yeah.
I didn't like. How did he become like a child star? He was like, you could see the veins in his temples.
How did child stars even happen?
I don't get that either.
Isn't that wild? Isn't it kind of sick, too, to think about how their parents are just whoring them out because the parents want to get in on the action? So, like, yes.
Yeah, it is all the parents, I guess. Because,
like, no 5-year-old's like, Mommy, I want to go try to be in a movie.
doesn't every 5-year-old do that, though? Low-key.
I mean, they, like, play with action figures, but they're not legitimately like, I want to go to my next set and I want to work on this acting skill.
How do they do it? And, like, how do the talent scouts even pick? Like, oh, this kid is dynamite.
Yes. Aren't they all
Like,
just 5-year-olds?
He's just a kid that that farts all the time.
I don't know. I think
This kid right here. Everybody get out of the way. This kid. See-through skin, blonde hair. He's going to be our star. And they all grow up to be so messed up.
Yeah. Who's the one child star that, 35 years old, you're like, oh, wow, they have 3 kids and are a functioning member of society. Good for them.
I know who. Lizzie McGuire.
No.
She's not?
No.
Damn it!
Well, I'm saying, like, maybe they rebound, which good for them, but pretty much all of them, dude, go through a little phase where it's drugs or they're getting arrested or a combination of both or, I mean, it's just without fail, man, every time. And then, yeah, usually they have like a big comeback and everybody's like, oh, my God, if she can survive 2007, I can survive this week at work. And then I'm like, okay.
The comeback
I'm
is
jumping
always,
out the window.
The comeback is huge. What's her name from All That? That girl?
Amanda Bynes.
How about her ass, dude?
No,
Did you think she was funny?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, okay. Whenever she did the Bring in the Dancing Lobsters, I was like, ha ha, yes!
Just that show. How cool was Keenan and Kel, though? I saw like an intro of that. I just watched it the other day. Oh, here you go.
Dude, they had Coolio in there.
What a badass show.
They had Coolio as their intro. Like, he 2 teenage kids are like, hey, you want to do this intro? And he's just like, yeah, let's do it. And he, like, writes a song for it.
That was a badass little beat, too.
It's up there against all that.
Who
theme
made
for
that
sure.
beat?
Oh, here goes.
Tay Keith, these up.
Why is this like every 1998 movie party with like 2 random black guys like really pumping their head a lot?
Yeah, and the hat completely sideways. But his head is doing this.
Yes. Kind of trying to eye a white girl a little bit.
Arms folded.
The main characters walk past, shake up with him kind of.
Why does he have a white tee on with a black vest?
Giant jeans. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Can't even see his shoes.
The lights are like every light on the house is on too. It's like the house party.
Oh, I like how that kind of ended quickly. Thank God.
Yeah, it's only 58 seconds. It's
That was
just an
58
intro.
seconds? This is the best 58 seconds of my life right there.
It's actually, yeah. It makes me want, I'm like, is there a full edition? Like, did you guys release a full song?
There has to be. Verses in there? Keenan and Kel in a verse? Don't look it up right now. This is some shit you do at work, though.
Dude, there is. I'm just going to check it out to see if it's legit or if it just like plays, like it has the lyrics for the first 50 seconds and then the rest is just
Who's
the beat.
rapping in that? Just Coolio the whole time?
Yeah. Honestly, wouldn't be mad though if it was just that beat. I like that beat.
Some intro type ish.
Somebody's in trouble. I want to drop some information. Pay y'all rap for free.
It's a full song.
But that's the path. I got something
Brand new for that.
Oh shit, that phone dial. Run that back. What was that?
I got something brand new for that.
Oh, I love shit like that, dude. I live for that.
Gonna get up and get down.
That is awesome.
Whatever,
man.
whoever
Yes.
made that song.
I'm looking it up on Apple Music.
Run that shit back, Turbo.
You're right.
Who made that? Tay Keith?
Keenan and Kel. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Those producers and songs, those producer
Meth
drops.
Pharaoh. Maybe that's it.
You know when rap songs play and in the first 10 seconds they have the beat maker or the producer says their name?
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the song.
What? Sorry.
It's over. Forget it. It's over. My moment. I've always just wanted to say that, and you ruined it. I've been wanting to talk about. That's literally why I got into this business, is to talk about that, and you just fucking put it aside.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, that's not gonna cut it. Hey, so 85, and I'm serious too. I'm fucking mad. 85% is an A now, and 70%'s a B. In like Connecticut or something.
No way that's happening, man.
Who the hell?
No way.
If I was a parent,
happening.
I'd be like.
If I was a parent, I'm still I'm grading my kids on my grade scale. I'd be like, I don't give a shit what your school
every
says.
Test. That's some shit my dad would do for sure.
You get a 72.
Yep,
it says
not
it's
on
a
my
B.
scale. No.
So true, dude.
My dad doesn't fucking talk like that. But
I see what you're saying.
How many 72s I got in my life. I think that, when you look at the clock and you're like, man, it's always this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's always, that was me every time I got a test. Man, I always get a 72. 72 was like, it's the ugliest number.
75.
When I got something in the 80s, I was like, perfect. Just leave it like that.
Yeah,
Nothing.
but if it was like an 81.
I'd be cool with that. It looks good.
If it was an 81, I'd be like, this isn't good.
But
it's not bad, but I kind of feel like
in a
TV show where, they start off getting an F and then they come back with an 81 and everybody's like, wow, look at that progress. Like, good job.
That was so tough growing up, dude, and getting your test back. What'd you get? I'd be like,
so bad. How about the teachers?
You ever just completely bomb?
Oh my God, dude.
I thought I was the only one really doing it, man.
Hell no.
I was like, nobody else is failing tests like this. I'm just butchering these things.
That's the story.
I got a 74. I was like, oh, God.
That's the story of my schooling, dude. And how about the teachers that used to throw the tests on a table and would be like, come get your test. Names are on them. Need them signed by the end of the week. And they'd just be laid out on the table. That ever happened to you?
Worst nightmare. Dude, one time in 3rd grade, my teacher was like, three of you guys forgot to put your names on your tests. I hung them up on the board, figure out which one's yours, write your name on them, and get them signed. Bring them back. So we walk up there. The grades are already on them. So I was like, 72, 82, and 91. I was like, 82. It was like the girliest hand. There were like hearts on the eyes. I was like, that's mine.
Oh, you just took it?
Hell yeah.
What were the other people doing?
They were just like, I guess this is mine. But I grabbed that. I was like, nope. This is my chance to get in the 80s.
If it would have been the 91, it's too obvious.
Yeah, like, dude,
come
I
on.
didn't get a 91. What did I do? What am I, a genius now?
Dude, I was in the regular. I would get like a 48 on science tests. Sometimes.
I would do that too. I was like, come on, get a 48 once in a while. Why don't you loosen up?
Yes.
People would be so in the 80s. I'd be like, why don't you get a little 26 here and there?
And I'd always be like, you know what? It's just a test. After the first page, I would already know that I was going to be totally in the tank. So who gives a shit? It's like worrying about dying. Like, I'm going to fail this test, so I'm not going to get worked up about it in the meantime.
When people would take tests so fast and turn them in,
you're checking the pages like...
You'd look up and be like, oh, he must have a question. He's done.
Done? Did he know the questions on the test already?
How were you ever that prepared for anything?
People
just
did it,
speeding. Girls always so fast. And they'd be like, they would never be like, I don't know, walking up there. I just knew it this time. They'd be like, duh.
And then they'd start working on another assignment.
Oh!
I just want to get done with this. I know I'm going to fail. And I'm going to come and I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to fall asleep. I'm not going to get ahead on this next work.
How could you even think to do something?
And they get out there perfectly set up accordion binder or accordion file or whatever it was. And
I wonder if we were the only school with accordion files.
Accordion file, and they take it out and they just be ready to go, already getting the work done. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to. I've had too many C's in a row. Like, I'm trying to figure out if I could get a B. Throw a B in there. Is that even a real thing? These are real thoughts that would go through my head. C. There's got to be a D in there somewhere. But you're probably wrong anyways. Well, Joey, you're screwed.
So down with B's, man. If I got a B, give me a B- forever.
I'm just talking about on the test, like the answers.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, like you're going down page 2, 8 multiple choice questions.
I hate it when you got to write the letter real big. It's like multiple choice, but you got to write it out to the side.
Yeah, but you get to the multiple choice and like page 2 is okay because on page 3 you're going to turn, it's going to be short answer or it's going to be matching that you somehow can't figure out. But the multiple choice, you're like, okay, one of these is the answer. Let's just, process and eliminate this bitch. And I would always land on the same answers. And then I'd be like, wait a second. You're not really that prepared, so it's not like you know whether or not this is right or not. So you could be messing it up totally.
Yeah, you overthink.
Like, overthink, just leave it. Just leave it.
You can't. That one question, then handed back test. What a nightmare. Over like this.
Hardcore, middle finger out. Mm-hmm. So bent.
Kind of last, too. You're like, why would I even turn this over?
But that surprise that you would get sometimes if you thought you did terrible and it was like an 85.
I'm always like, what happened? Like, who paid you? Did my parents pay you? Like, how did this?
Cow.
This isn't my test.
Like, that just goes to show sometimes you just get lucky.
That only happened to me like once. Like, when I fail, I'm like, it's fail. Fail. I've never been like, I failed the crap out of that and got a 90.
No, never 90.
People always like fronted like they did that though. I don't know any of them.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know, dude. Oh, that was so hard. 92.
Always the smartest kids. That's what I appreciate about my sister. She's really smart and she always got good grades and she wasn't like hiding it. She was just like, yeah, I knew it. Sorry, you're a fucking idiot.
Oops. Don't know.
Yeah, but you're right, because those people who'd always just be like, gosh, I don't know, like, it was so hard, like, I didn't even really study that much, and then they get like a 98, and then they look at you and they're like, I have literally no idea how this happened.
Shut the
like, you just
slap
spend
you right in the
the
face.
last 4 nights doing nothing but flipping your note cards in your room.
I don't even think they do that.
Not even TV
I don't even think they do that. When smart people are smart, I just think they're like, I just watched Boy Meets World last night.
No.
When it's Boy Meets World, that's every time they walk in their door after school. Boy Meets World.
That was always just a random, like, one of your friends that just is kind of good at everything, and somehow they would get a 93, and you're like, dude, seriously? Like, that's what they were doing. Like, you're playing Xbox with them the night before. But it was always the girls that, like, they're flipping those colored note cards, dude. They're
so organized.
They're going
girls
with those colored note cards.
To be organized.
Yeah. Definitely.
Their pencils, girls' pencil bags, I'd be like, shh, everybody be quiet.
Dude, they're binders. They're laminated pages in their binders.
Man.
I was so jealous of the lamination. I was like, God, that is
handwriting. Girls' handwriting. I could talk about that for years.
When they did bubble letters with markers.
I mean, just everything they write is so straight.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is teaching you this? That's beautiful handwriting. Like, that'll help your ass out. My shit is just like downhill. Even when I try, it's like I got like 10 scratch outs.
Mm-hmm.
Girls are just like when you had to write on like a shirt or something.
Writing on shirts is impossible.
Like
dude.
a PE shirt. Like, how come guys just can't write? That's such a weird thing to me.
If
guys
I was
are just like, it's all boxy.
If I was ever in a position to
all off center.
Yeah, like if I was ever in a position to give autographs, dude, like I would not. I would just tell people like, sorry, can't sign your shirt, and they'd be like, why? And I'd be like, and I'd walk away because I can't write out a signature on a shirt.
Even with a nice Sharpie?
It gets caught up. Like
it does get caught. Then it skips on your like
weird
on your game time loop. It skips, and you're like, forget it.
Yeah. Dude. Hell no, man. Sorry. I'll do a basketball. I'll do a picture. Whatever.
I'll do a basketball.
Yeah. It's a nice round. It's soft.
How about that white part on the autographed basketball?
Yeah.
It's player shit.
You're not getting caught up on that. That's just, it's writing for you. Yeah, that makes a sound and everything. You just got to put your pen to the paper and it just goes. On a shirt, though, you got to stretch it out. It's weird.
What did you always say about writing on a whiteboard or something?
Dude, I've literally thought about like going into a career where I have to write on a whiteboard, like being a teacher. I was like, being a teacher would be tough because it's dealing with kids. You got to do all that grading, but you get to write on a whiteboard every day.
Those are nice. Whiteboards change the game. And sometimes, like we were talking about with bad hair days, sometimes you have bad writing days.
Right, but never really on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying too. Is like my handwriting on paper is god awful, but when I get on a whiteboard, I'm like Leonardo da Vinci. Like, everything capitalized, everything smooth, like the underline is straight. It looks cool, but on paper, the underline is like a sleeping slope, like you're going sledding down it. Just like, what? Or it's like you have Parkinson's. It's like squiggly up and down, like
sometimes,
waves.
Dude, it just depends on. Sometimes handwriting, your mood kind of affects your handwriting. Like you're ever like, why am I writing so big today?
Yeah. Or you get into an all caps mood.
Dude, all caps mood. All just hashtag mood. All
just
caps.
A sentence in all caps written
Dad's
on paper.
Dad's just straight up caps.
Uh-huh.
No doubt.
Why does that happen? Where's that transition?
Dad's because you're just like, forget it. I want all uniform everything. If I can't do this,
yeah.
If I can't do this, how am I going to do it with lowercase, uppercase, dots, crossing the T's?
I had a teacher in high school that made us, if we wrote anything, it had to be in all caps.
Who's that genius?
Patrick Verhiley. Like when you were doing assignments or you're writing papers out, had to be in all caps.
Turning something in with handwriting seems ridiculous these days.
You ever think about how people in college back in the 60s or the 70s, like they actually had to write shit out?
Remember your hand would hurt?
Or they had to like,
or your wrist?
Or they had to go get books and do research and read.
Impossible.
Look in the index and find what chapter they needed to go to find their answer. Count me out, dude.
Indexes? Glossaries? I'd always be like, ugh, those words.
Those letters all jumbled together, lowercase, with
Bookmarks.
15 periods in between them.
Sometimes you had to be in that life for a research paper. You had to do that.
Uh-huh.
Just
But
papers.
back then, dude, like they went to class and that's all it was. Always writing. That's how they took notes all the time. I'm still an old-fashioned kind of guy.
With notes?
Yeah.
Taking notes all class is just, I think it's the biggest waste of time. Like, can you teach it? Like, there's got to be another way to do this.
Well, there's a different way to take notes. Like, you don't have to do word for word, but you literally can take notes now as you get older and just like a couple highlights. I want to remember this, you know? A quote, an idea, a stat.
But I won't look at it. If they're like, and these will be online after. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do anything this whole year.
Yeah.
When the notes are like, they email them to you too or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to like learn it, I have to write it down.
Same. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Like different ways of learning. Isn't that wild? How people have like, you know, whether they're do it themselves or they can just comprehend it or you have to write it out.
I could never comprehend something. Show me 20 slides during a class. If I don't write them down.
See ya. Never happened.
No.
No, it really didn't.
How about people that, like when people are like, who are the visual learners in here? Who are the people that aren't? How are they learning?
What's the alternative? Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. What's the other method?
I guess just listening.
Who are the listening? Yeah, no one can fuck.
Who are
no
the
one
listening
can.
learners? What'd you say?
I'm not listening to anything. Oh, see, I'm not.
Teacher brings no presentation to class. Is just up there lecturing.
Just talks the whole time. What a joke!
And that was like that was the college in the 70s, dude. Like just getting up there and just lecturing, literally.
Never would have going back to school right now.
Never would have made it. Never would have happened. I don't know. There's people out there who have those arguments that they're just more school people. Like they really enjoy the order of it, the routine of it, the studying for the test, the knowing the answers on the test.
Can't.
Yeah.
Just For what? The
one and only thing that's holding me back from that, or that sounds not enticing at all, annotated bibliographies.
What are those two words?
The worst combination of word in the English language. Dude, anytime, like, and that was all college was, I swear to God. You gotta have an annotated bib due a week before the test. Like, what is this? And why is it so important?
Works cited page.
Yes.
I was like, what the
annotated bib
like, just
and works
trust
cited.
me. Trust me, I didn't make this up. I don't care who, like, just, it's what it is. Cite your source. Oh my God. I don't know. And you had to like do it in that format, put the page number, parentheses. People were crazy about that.
Dude, I still don't know how to do it. I never learned how to do it.
There were like 50 different ways to like cite a source.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I could never figure out APA or AMA or MMA or LAA, whatever it is.
MMA.
Dude. I
start fighting your teacher. We're going to put this in MMA style.
Yeah,
hey,
I don't know.
Up. You want to talk to Terry?
What's that?
Yo, what's up?
Terry, what's good, man? You're on with Espresso Radio. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
You just got out the barbershop?
Yeah. At least for Indy tomorrow.
Had to look fresh, man, when you run the 40. What'd you get?
Yeah, what do you tell them every time? You tell them the same thing, or did you get something
Yeah, I
different?
tell them the same thing. I tell them the same thing every time. I get the all even, taper the sides in the back, not too low.
Not too low, man.
Yeah, when they do it
they gotta keep the waves in there too.
Right. That's what we're saying now.
Yeah. All right, man. So you're coming to Indy tomorrow. How's training been going, man? How's everything shaping up for you coming here for the combine?
It's good. I'm real ready. I'm comfortable being in Indy, being from there. So training went real well. It went by real fast. So they're not lying about this process. It's flying by, but I'm just trying to enjoy it, really.
I was going to say, man, like, you've been playing here for like 15 years, it feels like, from Cathedral to Ohio State, the Big Ten title every year. Like, you feel like going into this, you're just going to be like, that's nothing compared to other people?
I guess I have that added advantage. I made some big plays in there from high school to college.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with the area, the city, the hotel, everything. So, I guess that's an added advantage. Same with the turf and everything like that. But, I'm just trying to put my best foot forward like the rest of these guys coming in. So, but definitely I have that comfortability being literally 15 minutes away, living 15 minutes away from the stadium. So that's pretty dope.
Hey, coaching at Cathedral over the last couple of years, I heard some stories about you.
Uh-oh.
And there's one. People tell me this all the time, and I'm like, no way, dude. They're like, you won't believe this, but Terry didn't even play when he was a freshman.
Nah, I didn't play. I didn't play as a sophomore. I was still on JV. I didn't play varsity until sectional against Ron Colley.
That was my senior
sophomore year. Yeah.
He ripped it up.
He did.
That's crazy, man. So, like, what was it like? Like, not playing at all? What was?
And then you're Mr. Football. I mean, how's that add up?
How did that happen? And like what kind of? What'd you do in the off season? You were just getting haircuts and stuff, or?
Nah, not really. To be honest, it was kind of a mixture of things. I was working real hard, but I had some guys in front of me. Reese Horn and Samson and some of these older guys, Gino. Some of these older guys. So I was just trying to find my niche on the team, and I was known as the fast guy, but I was pretty small. I was like 5'4", 125 pounds.
Damn.
Freshman and sophomore year, and I grew like 8 inches and put on like 50 pounds in high school. So, coupled with the growth spurt and just working out, just trusting the process, being ready for my opportunity, that was really the big thing. And then literally my first pass was the touchdown. So, like, I've always kind of lived by just making the most of your opportunities, because the more you seize them, the more come. So that's the way I was looking at it.
Did that help you going to Ohio State? Because, like, Cathedral's a factory. Ohio State's a factory. Right. So, like, your first couple of years at OSU, if you're not seeing the field, you're like, I'm cool. Like, I'm going to get my shot, and I'm going to make the most of it.
Yeah. Well, it was actually a humbling experience, but I was kind of used to it with Cathedral as well, because, like you said, the two powerhouse type programs.
Right.
But coming out of high school, to be honest, I felt like I was on top of the world. I was Mr. Football, a highly recruited kid, and I felt like I was going to come and play as a freshman. But then you come to realize that everybody was the best in their state, their area, the country.
Yeah.
It's a little adjustment. The speed of the game is different. The terminology in the offense is a little different, but just that competitive drive that I learned at Cathedral and developed me there, it really served a good purpose for me being at Ohio State, because once I redshirted, I took it as an opportunity to get better, working on scout team and lifting harder in the weight room. So, that redshirt year could be pivotal if you take advantage of it, which I did.
When did it hit at Ohio State when you're like, all right, like,
I'm that dude.
I'm a dog?
Yeah.
Probably. Going into my third, I mean, I didn't play offense. It's kind of similar to Cathedral. I didn't play offense at Ohio State until like my third year, so my redshirt sophomore year. And I played special teams my second year, just straight special teams. Well, kind of when I felt like, okay, I really got this down. I was really good on special teams, but I caught my first touchdown against Rutgers in 2016. I was like, yeah, okay, I belong out here. Yeah. And the ball really wasn't even intended to come to me. I just happened to be on that side, and JT threw a great pass, and I went over the top of a DB and got it. And I was like, okay, this is where I should be. And the rest is kind of history after that.
Against Rutgers too, you can just play with everybody scoring. I mean? That's like playing that shitty CYO team.
Yeah. What was your team growing up, Terry? Like your NFL team? Was it Colts or who are you rolling with?
Yeah, it was the Colts. Me and my dad had season tickets, so I watched them beat New England in the RCA Dome to go to the Super Bowl. I've watched AFC Championship. I've seen it all. So I grew up loving Marvin Harrison, Peyton Manning, Bob Sanders, like the old school Colts. So kind of when I got to high school and started trying to get recruited, I kind of didn't go to as many games, and now I'm not partisan anymore. But I grew up being was a diehard Colts fan.
What QB do you want to play with? You're getting drafted. See, I'm a Steelers fan. I've seen a couple mock drafts, man. I'm a diehard Steelers fan. I've seen some mock drafts sliding Terry McLaurin in there in like second or third round, and I would love that, dude, because you do it all, man. But who's your guy that you're like, man, that would be pretty sweet if I got to play with him?
I mean, I don't really have my eyes set on anybody in specifics. There's a lot of great quarterbacks in the NFL. That's why they're in the NFL. But obviously, a lot of guys.
Come on, dude. Come on, just say.
I mean, I'm about to tell. I would think what Patrick Mahomes has done is pretty impressive.
Ooh, yeah.
The way he commands the offense, that young gunslinger mentality, gets his playmakers the ball and he just sling it. I see myself as taking the top off in the NFL. So having a quarterback that could utilize that aspect of my game, I feel like would be great. But he definitely stands out top of my head.
So you're like 100% ready for the combine, like everything. Oh yeah, no fear, ready.
Nah. I had a little nervousness. I'm not going to lie, kind of training because I just want to hit these certain benchmarks, and I've been hitting them. So I'm going in pretty confident. I'm going in healthy. That's the most important thing. And I'm just excited. I'm really excited, kind of from the Senior Bowl to now.
Yeah, you popped off.
Another opportunity.
You popped off in the Senior Bowl.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I just try to make the most of my opportunities, and I haven't necessarily been the highest recruited kid or the highest rated kid for the draft or anything like that, but I've always worked hard, and people once they see me in person and talk to me, they're usually blown away. So that's what I'm trying to do this week.
What are you gonna run, man?
I guess we're gonna have to see.
Are you gonna wear some? Are you gonna like pop off with a little chain or something? Are you gonna wear some cleats? Like, come on, give us.
We're going to see. I'm in Indianapolis. So
He's gonna come out with the shades. You gonna come out?
I gotta show something. Nah, I ain't got no shades.
He's gonna come out with some Soldier Boy shades on.
Hey man, you said you were a little bit nervous heading into the combine, but you're feeling good now. Are you nervous for the interviews at all?
Nah, not really. Not at all, to be honest. The good thing about the Senior Bowl, I got a lot of that out the way. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more intense with more GMs and head coaches and things like that. But, I don't have any red flags in my history. I was a leader. I was a captain. That's what things that they're looking for, just clean-cut guys who bring a lot to the table as a leader, as a great player on special teams in my offense or defense. So, and I know football really, really well. Credit that to Ohio State. I was really prepared. I went through a lot of tough interviews, but all things considered, they said I've been killing it so far. So that's the part I'm really not even nervous about, to be honest, because it's like you're selling yourself.
Right, for sure. Well, hey, man, we want to, you're getting ready to go through that process, so we want to, run you through a little bit of another test real quick, a little bit of a mock interview that you might.
Maybe pretend like we're GMs of a team and we're sitting down with you.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Okay, all right. So we'll start off, be kind of rapid fire type deal, but here we go. Practice starts at 1. What time are you on the field?
I'm there 30 minutes early, so I'm there at 12:30.
That's good, because if you're
whoa. You said you were there at 1? You're cutting it close.
Nah, you said practice starts at 1.
Practice starts at 1.
You said 1.
Yeah.
You said 1 here. We have to dock you a point.
All right.
I want to feel at 12:30. I got to stretch and get my body right.
Right. If you're on time, or if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, then you're early, So, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it goes. Right. I go, okay. Let's see. Looking through my notes here on my yellow pad. If you're sharing a bunk bed, are you on the top or on the bottom?
The bottom.
Right, because low man wins, right?
Nah, not for that. I just feel more comfortable on the bottom, especially in the middle of the night. You kind of sleepy. You don't have to jump down off of the top bunk. You can roll your ankle or something.
Those stairs too, man.
Some weird stuff. Yeah,
They're always in the wrong spot.
You ever get afraid that the top's going to collapse down onto you, though?
How hasn't that?
Nah, I don't really worry about that now that you bring it up. So I got to make sure I don't get no bump beds. I never thought of that.
Ben, you got one?
Yeah. Okay, Terry. If you finish these lyrics, we'll draft you right now. All right?
All right.
Here we go. They know I'm the truth, coming straight from the basement. I'm straight as the street, man, I come from the pavement. A million, all hundreds, I make them go crazy. Why?
Oh, bitch, I'm a little baby.
Yes, let's go. That just moves you into the first round, baby.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm drafting you right now. Lock it up.
Little baby.
Hey, all right, Terry. Well, thanks for stopping by tonight and hanging with us a little bit. We're going to be watching. Can't wait to root you on and hope all the best for another Indy native, man. So best of luck this week.
For sure. Appreciate y'all for having me, man. I got to show love to the home team, so appreciate what y'all do, and hopefully I could put on a show this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Right on, man. We'll be watching. Good luck.
Peace.
For sure. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks, man. Terry McLaurin.
Basically friends, man.
Dude, I'm excited to be at the Combine this week to be able to say what's up. That was tight.
Favorite player in the NFL.
Hell yeah. I swear to God, dude, if the Steelers draft him because they're trading AB, I'm getting a McLaurin jersey. Right now. It's on pre-order, baby.
Oh, my God. We're so lame.
That was awesome. What else we got? What do we want to finish up on? You say you had something?
I do, man.
All right, let's.
This is viral right now.
All right.
Road trip essentials.
Uh-huh.
Give me 3.
An aux cord. Like you have to be able to have access to Spotify or Apple Music or whatever, or a podcast. That's number 1. Because if you don't have anything to keep you entertained or keep you in it, you're screwed.
You do have to be listening to something on a road
like
trip.
Whether it's music or podcast, or you're streaming a show that you're just listening to and you're not even watching, or maybe you have it propped up there on the middle of the car. If you don't have any of that, it's over. Like you're screwed. Trying to find a radio station in whatever town you're in, no.
Scanning for a radio station.
Yeah, right.
Is that even a function in a car anymore? Scan.
Yeah.
Beep.
This is 1997. So that.
I bet
pillow.
I bet younger kids don't even know what scan is.
No. An aux cord, a pillow.
So easy to forget a pillow.
And a bag of snacks, like a bag of kind of a diverse variety.
Somebody has good snacks on a road trip.
I'm talking trail mix. I'm talking Chex Mix.
How come road trips are so much fun? Are they?
They can be. They definitely can be. They always have the potential to be a lot of fun.
I'm always so much. I love road trips, dude.
Because it's you're forced to just sit there and bullshit for however long you're in there, and that's what we love to do. That's what we do once a week already.
And you get to know whoever's in the car so well.
You have to.
Like if you're, I've gone on road trips lately with like comedians and stuff to places, and I don't know them at all. But we're just going. And it's like, well, that's how you get to know somebody so well, is in a car with
100%.
them. It's crazy, dude. You learn everything about somebody just by sitting by them for an hour.
It all goes back to...
And it's just raw. Like, there's nothing, can't be on your phone really as a driver. You just got to talk.
It all goes back to my theory about the first day of class. This applies to a lot of different things in life. It applies to a road trip. It applies to being in a hotel room with people that you don't know that well, whether it's for work or for comedy or whatever.
That's crazy.
What you got to do is you can't have the first day of class syndrome where you don't talk or say a lot. You got to go over the top. You got to break the ice up front first and foremost, so over the top that whatever else is just fair game. Like I'll ask him, like,
weird break the ice guy though. Like, No,
but somebody has to do it, dude, because then if not, everybody's kind of like uptight and like just like talking kind of fake worky talk.
Hate work. Oh, that's my worst nightmare right there. I hate that.
So I don't care.
Work talk outside of work. When it's just like, come on, can we?
I don't care to be the guy, to be the weird icebreaker guy, as long as everybody else, because everybody else wants to be sucked out of that uncomfortableness. Like they want to be able to release a little bit and be themselves.
No doubt.
So just, throw it out there.
Some people can hit you too hard and too fast with that, though.
Yeah.
In a group setting.
Yeah.
Like, dude, not yet. Like, we're getting there, but you just kind of ruined it. Now we're going to make fun of you the whole time. That's another way to break the ice is by just making fun of somebody hard.
Whatever it takes, dude.
Whatever it takes. We got to kill him. We kill him. Whatever it takes to
break the ice, to get that uncomfortableness out there.
We'll slaughter him.
Take him out to the barn on the side of the road.
We'll kill you.
Take you out.
For us to have fun, we will sacrifice you.
So those are mine. Good, reliable aux cord, pillow,
death,
and a bag of snacks.
A bag of heads.
What you got?
Wow. See, I didn't think about me answering this. I was just wanted to ask you.
That's fine. I mean, you can't, like, people aren't going to come up with some crazy shit too often. It's pretty much your essentials for any road trip. Good company you could throw in there.
I don't think I can sit in the back, the very back.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't think I can.
Car sick.
I'll do it. I will do it. I'll do it if everybody else is like, no. But I'll sit in the back. But
what about
being car sick is real for me.
Me too.
And I get car sick when I'm not in the car.
What about a road trip where there's like 2 or 3 cars, probably most likely 2, but you get stuck in the car that there's somebody or 2 people that you can't stand? You have to have good company, dude.
I've been the guy that takes the hit too.
If you're in the car, that's like, God, that's tough. And think about being the car that is that car.
What about? I always feel bad when I'm in the fun car and I'm like, damn, the shit car though. I always think about them like, I wonder what they're talking about right now.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Dude, I'm always like, wow.
But I always feel really bad being in the shit car because I'm like, God, like these people like probably know they're the shit car.
That's what I think too.
Like I'm trying
the shit car.
I'm trying my best.
Sometimes at a gas station, I'm like, hey, you want to sub out?
Yeah, that'll happen.
Like, let me get in here.
Mm-hmm. You switch a little bit.
Let's turn the beat up a little bit.
And you have that awkwardness, like, hey, we're going to flip. I'm going to go over there. Okay, but like, I'll see you when we're there. And they know that they're like, God,
wow. Like he was feeling shit car. Like shit car was on his mind.
Yeah, like the entire time. That sucks, dude.
Shit car. Like just not a good setup. Like wow, they really got forced into that one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's number 1.
Yeah. Good company, yeah.
Got to be in a good car, or it's got to be an even spread. Like you got to have your power players, like 3 cars, 3 players.
Everybody's got to know their role.
Oh my God! If you don't know your role in a car,
you can't. If you're not a good storyteller, don't do it. Don't tell stories. Like you have to have a storyteller. You have to have somebody who hypes it up. You have to have somebody who
you got to have somebody that
throws
comes
in comments. Exactly.
Throws the tomahawks.
Yes.
Like every once in a while, like you need a blow dart comment.
Yes.
It's just like, damn, yeah. But then they shut up for like 7 more minutes. So then right when you're telling a story, and then he like, right there, insert perfect line, perfect like pop.
In a car of 4 people, here's my ideal. The driver is kind of focused, just kind of laughs. Right, they're there, kind of laughs. They're in the conversation.
What can't the driver do?
Be the guy.
The driver can't be the guy.
Driver can't be the guy. The driver needs to drive and needs to just comment and converse, but they can't be the guy. The person in the passenger seat.
Driver kind of has to be a little bit of the guy. The driver has to be like the boss, the facilitator.
Yeah.
But when your boss is in a bad mood at work, you're like, what?
True.
Like because if the driver's in a bad mood, you're like, I don't know if I can be the guy.
But the person in the front seat is the one that really has to, no pun intended with this, but they have to drive it. They have to drive the bus while the driver's driving the actual bus. And then the person
they're driving the entertainment.
The person to the back left has to be the person that throws the tomahawks, because then the person in the front seat in the back left can have kind of a back and forth.
Because you gotta
can have kind of a back and forth. Then the
passenger seat and back left, great relation.
Yes.
There. Like, you know what I'm talking? Exactly.
Right.
Hey, what about the guy?
If you're not on the same page as that person, it throws it off.
Because you can't have blow dart guy who is throwing in the punches with you.
Can't be the person
can't be
right.
behind you.
No.
Because where are you looking? You can't turn your head like that. Because you got to look at weird guy on your way to Tomahawk Man. And if you look the other way, you're just seeing like half of the nose of the guy. You're like this. Hey, you gotta do that one move where you move the seatbelt. Yeah.
And you gotta do a weird like fist bump, kind of like behind your head, around the back. It's real weird. You kind of get a cramp in your arm or something because you're twisted.
It's tough, man. Yeah.
But then the person to the right.
Nobody thinks about that diagonal cross right there.
We do. That's why this is what we do. But the person behind you, then that's the person that everybody shits on. That's the easy target.
Oh, because you can shit on him without looking at him. It's so much better.
And then the driver, who is the actual driver, and like you said, they kind of dictate the mood of the whole thing. The driver gives the most shit to the person, like,
because you can't touch the driver,
right? And
you can't really make fun of. I'm driving the car. You want me to kill you right now?
But the driver will look to that person, and they have that direct eye to eye, so they can really drive the insults home. Yeah.
Wow. So the punchline is back right.
Yeah, it's like a big game of. It's like a 2-person game of tennis. Like this,
you're just playing doubles, dude.
Yeah,
you're playing mixed doubles.
You're playing mixed doubles. The passenger and the back left are back and forth together, while the driver is going to the person you're shitting on. It's the whole thing. And then if you got the person riding bitch, then they become the target. Because they're already shitty and they're already like pouting.
You know what I kind of like though?
Yeah.
A bonus act. Might be a long trip. Got the big extended cab. Guy in the very last row that just kind of you always think is sleeping and says something. And you're like, oh, I thought he was sleeping.
Yeah, no, that's a director's cut. That's a bonus feature, you know? You're right. That's
deleted scenes.
Deleted scenes, right. Because he's sleeping, he'll just pop his head up like he's a fucking parakeet or something, just real quick up, and everyone's like, ah!
How about the guy on the road trip that's no maintenance? Like never, I don't need to go to the bathroom. I'm just here.
Not complaining. You can't have complainers too. You have to have one complainer.
It's okay but if the complainer gets the game, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Like if he complains, you make fun of him for complaining, and then he takes the role of the complainer where he's just like, you know. You
have to have the Jerry Seinfeld complainer. You have to have a guy that complains, but he makes funny points about what he's complaining about, to where you're like, dude, I know. Because if it's just somebody who's just complaining, then that just drags you down and it annoys you. But if this guy's like, what the hell is up with rest stops? Like, I don't want to stop at a rest stop, dude. Like, and then kind of goes off on a little rant about rest stops. You're like, I mean, I kind of need to pee, but that's not
true.
Bad. Yeah.
Man, when you have good car chemistry, I don't even want to get to the destination.
Yeah.
Let's just keep driving.
It's like that song.
Dude, when you have so much fun in a car,
yeah,
there's nothing it's better than the trip.
Mm-hmm.
The ride there, better than the trip. Yeah. The ride back, like, you got to have a real strong team on the ride back. Because people are going to be.
The energy is definitely down, but there's always a few of those one little things that get you through that make you laugh really, really hard.
Man, how about getting home after the trip when the team car is no longer a team? You're just like, man.
That's the worst, dude. I mean, it's like
I miss the way there. Every time I think of a trip, I'm like, remember the way there?
Well, but then it's also hold on. Damn it.
What? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? That sounded like the very beginning of a firework. What was that, dude? It sounded like when you take the vacuum too far and a plug comes out of the wall.
Come on, YouTube. God.
I hate when YouTube asks you questions. Is that us buckling our seatbelts in a car? We ready to go?
You good back there, funny guy? Buckle up, Buttercup. Got a long road. No, dude, I was trying to find a.
But you got on a gun loading?
Well, listen, no, I wasn't trying to find the seatbelt. We just played off of that. But when you were talking about when you get home from a trip, though, and I was trying to find.
I don't want to think about it.
I was trying to find a. The sound effect of like
that's what that was.
Loaded gun, but I couldn't find it.
But it was 4 airplane seatbelts. I love the person that's just taking all the bullets in a car, man. Because that's where the icebreaker. That's where it lies. That's what the 90% of the icebreakers in anything, groups, teams. It's all about bashing that one person.
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, and you're just like, wow, that motherfucker.
But if they get real salty and defensive about it.
Oh, my God. Give me a break.
You're just like, okay, I'll be it. Just direct it at me. I can handle it. It's not a big deal.
Oh, my God. Just can you get made fun of for a season? A whole season? Just 20 weeks of making fun of you. Can we do that? That's a lot to carry, I guess.
All right, man. Is that it?
I guess.
Is that a wrap?
Yeah.
Okay. Terry McLaurin, awesome. Really, really good stuff. Be watching out for him this week. Also, our YouTube channel. Yeah.
How about saying that?
How are you?
Never thought we would.
Okay. Yeah, we got that up. Espresso fam. So if you could subscribe, we got our interviews going up there from all of our shows. So you can, relive the Pat McAfee, Victor Oladipo, Doncic was great. David Bell, Terry McLaurin will be up there. We got our videos, but go subscribe to Espresso fam. Yeah, we're going to try to put our shows on there too. So just coming full circle, baby. Doing it all. What else? You got anything?
Show you something. Nah. I'm good, dog.
That's it. You got it all out?
Let's peace.
All right, man. Sounds good. Shot 57.
All right, fam.